Right, it's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and I say a beautiful morning to you. Good morning, and welcome to a Thursday morning. Yes, it's still a holiday season, okay, and where I want to also congratulate our Muslim brothers and sisters. Yes, of course, the Ramadan fast had been completed, and my prayer again is that, of course, your prayers will be answered even as you celebrate this season. All right. Then today's is another time where we get to talk about farm, yes, and all that you need to know about farming right here on Farm School, which is the program. And I'm with African farmer Mogaji. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Riri. How are you today?
Very good, and happy Salah.
Yeah, it's a real happy Salah.
Okay. All right. So this morning we will be doing a recap on the topics treated for about 13 weeks now.
Yeah.
We will be doing a recap on all the topics that we have treated for 13 weeks. And just to, of course, elaborate on these topics in order for you to understand and, of course, make decisions, right decisions, and of course ask your questions as well. So this is what we will be talking about today. Every topic that we have treated today would be, of course, expanded and elaborated for you to understand better. So yes, you want to, of course, get your pen, your papers, and most importantly, of course, call in to ask your questions right here on Farm School. So again, I say welcome to Farm School right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Ririlolua Shimwabiodun. All right. So for the past 13 weeks, we have treated several topics, which are embedded in, of course, agric business. I remember the first very topic we started with was maximizing agric business and maximizing agribusiness opportunities in 2024.
Yeah.
So I want to begin with that because there are other topics we treated. But I want to start with that because there just might be individuals who are just joining us for the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wondering what Farm School is all about, why Farm School, So let's begin with agribusiness to, just elaborate on what agribusiness is all about and the opportunities embedded in agribusiness.
Yes, so time flies. This is 13 weeks.
13 weeks.
A shout out to a protege of mine that I can't mention the name because he wants to stay anonymous, who decided that, sir, I want you back on radio. I learned a lot from you, and I want, others to learn, and he paid for the airtime. So... maybe one day I'll be allowed to mention it. Yeah. So what is Farm School? Farm School, it's a platform and a school where we get to open behind the curtains to people who are new entrants or people who are in the system, mostly like 0 to 5, and also people who are probably struggling in one way or the other, who probably policy has happened to them, who maybe they launched in based on information that is not accurate, So Farm School is a turnaround platform basically also. So anything in the agribusiness value chain, we provide perspective to it. And when I say perspective, I mean real things, not theories. Not theories.
Not just theories.
So for someone who is saying, so who is this guy? Okay, so this guy has been in the sector for almost 3 decades, spanning across Nigeria, and probably the go-to person in agribusiness, practically. So when we talk about production, processing, and other value chains, I seem to have played around that industry. But most importantly, I've burnt my hands enough, my hands, my leg, my hair, everything enough.
To know what works.
to be able to speak to what works. And I've coached, and I'm still coaching most of the high flyers in the agric sector, especially the youths. Many of them are my prodigies. And precisely helping them not to recycle mistakes that people that have gone ahead of us or people at my level have made. So we have a lot of successful youths now who are doing really well because we are helping them to avoid the terrible mistakes and cycles that Nigerian agriculture can present to you on a platter of gold. If you take it, you're in trouble. So, we started with maximizing ag-biz opportunities. So in the US, they don't say Agric, they say ag.
Okay.
So let's pretend that we're
Ag.
yes, we're ag. Yeah, and bottom line is the current challenges in Nigeria's food security, the challenges that we don't have enough, and the challenges that the prices are going high is the biggest opportunity for us also to leverage and make money and impact both. If you want to stay in agribusiness for a long time, you have to consider impact and profit. If you consider only profit, you will lose out because government is always looking at impact, not profit. So if you focus too much on profit, policies will sweep you off because impact policies mostly affect profits. Okay, so if you have a structure and a business that balances the two, no matter the policy that comes, it's going to lift you up. It becomes a springboard for you. So that is a fundamental lens in which you must look at agribusiness. And two is that anything you complain about, anything, either logistics, the cost of food is too much, you can bring it down. There's something you can do. All of us can do something. You say the quality is bad, we all can do something. And, God's biggest opportunity to us is the fact that we have challenges. I'm not an inspirational speaker. I'm just saying that if we have everything like the US or Europe, where are the opportunities? The same thing we are running away from is what Asians are running into. So bottom line is, Gari is expensive. We don't have enough cassava to be processed. Again, we don't have good processing equipment. We don't have distribution. We don't have storage. So anything you are complaining about or somebody has complained about, it's for you to maximize that opportunity. And you have the experience. When I mean the experience is if you're a marketing professional, you're an accountant, even a bricklayer, there's something for everybody. Agribusiness cuts across all sectors. So the opportunities are there. So when you hear a challenge, you should be talking, putting the cap of there's an opportunity. My favorite quote, I never miss it in the last 20 years, is out of every adversity comes a greater or equal opportunity, provided we can see it. And I would say this also, that I believe in the current administration that tough decisions, agribusiness needs a lot of tough decisions, the sector to grow. And this administration has shown the capacity to take tough decisions, even though it may not be pleasant. And so if we have a good team that can present the right things to Mr. President, I'm sure we'll be able to get to the promised land very, very soon. And also Lagos State, I'm not a politician, okay? Let me just put that out. I'm not a politician, but sometimes when you see good things working, we have to talk about it instead of just amplifying the negatives. For Lagos is working better than most states. And Lagos is championing food revolution, food availability, affordability by the initiatives Lagos State is carrying out. And so when you find a governor who is looking in the direction of my sector, and you have a commissioner of agriculture who is unusually passionate, and I always say this, and I say this to her also, when you meet the commissioner of agriculture in Lagos State and you bring an idea, it's never it can't happen. She would always say, how can we make it happen? But you will be responsible for making it happen. So bottom line is that more than ever, we have opportunities that we have not leveraged. So there are so many untapped opportunities in the country that we need to leverage.
All right, we'll go for a quick break. That is shipping position, and when we return, we take updates and, of course, continue with the conversation.
Position brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
On shipping position, we have 10 ships laden with petroleum products, container, general cargo, food items and others are expected at the Lagos Port Complex today. The Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, made this known in its publication, Shipping Position. The publication said that 7 of the ships contain naphtha, crude, container, PMS, bulk clinker, fuel oil. NPA reports that 1 motor vessel waiting to berth with wheat and container, while 3 motor tankers are waiting to berth with PMS and naphtha. That ends Shipping Position on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
You've just listened to Shipping Position, brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your sure bet here for these and more. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
All right, it's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And of course, the program used to on to is Farm School with African farmer Mogaji. Quickly, let's go on traffic updates. For those around Victor Island, we learned that the length and breadth of this axis is good. And so, if you're coming from McQueen Bridge, heading towards Benny Camp roundabout, linking up with Ahmed Bellowe, Adetokumba, Demola, we have these locations very free. Oniru Axis Water Corporation, very good. Return journey from Ligalia Yorindi back to Civic Center en route. Marua is also a journey ride. Marua in its Kilimanjaro is set to be good. Kufa Bayom is also good on that entire stretch down to Bunny Camp roundabout, and McQueen Bridge is still encouraging. Also, we learned that there is a container leading truck at 1004 axis having a rear hub problem, a back rear hub problem. Effort is on to get it fixed and evacuated. When the time that happens, please exercise patience and drive with care. All right, so back to our topic of discussion on Farm School, of course, with African farmer Mogaji. We are still discussing about how to maximize agric business opportunities. Now, you spoke about challenges, and the opportunities that is in agric business. Now, for a starter, for a beginner who wants to go into agric business, what is your advice to such an individual? How can such an individual spot an opportunity? You know, there are a lot of opportunities. So how can that individual know the opportunity that is right for him or her to begin with?
So one of the things we covered, we spoke extensively about temperaments. Your temperament should determine the area of business in agriculture that you embark on. What do I mean by temperaments? Your disposition. So when someone, just to shorten it, if you're an extrovert, you like jollies, you like party, you like being with people. You are excited. You're not the person to go do poultry production. Okay. Rearing chicken, rearing fish. You're not the one to do sensitive products that require patience, because by nature you are everywhere. Yeah. Okay. So for someone like that who is always excited, a people person, you should be doing marketing. Because it's people that will buy.
Interacting with people.
Yeah, so you need to be doing marketing. You need to be brokeraging. You can be doing investing in transportation, but nothing sensitive. Okay, so if you're the melancholy, the people, you are a deep thinker. Okay, so you should be doing consulting, bringing your previous knowledge. Let's say you're an HR person now. We don't have that in Agric. People specializing in HR. Agric HR is different from all HR. When you see the HR people come and put it into Agric, they fail woefully. Over-sabi worries them a lot. Because the mindset is different. The psychology is different. Let me just dive into that a bit.
Yes,
now,
please.
in farm labor management, because somebody may be listening and I may not touch this again. The psychology is different. Now, if your farm hand that is not educated or maybe primary school is your age mates, that they perceive that we are age mates, there's a way they think. Okay? If they are younger than you, there's a way they think.
Certainly.
If they are older than you, there's a way they think. If you are not able to communicate with them by virtue of trying to perceive how they rate you, you come to them at that level. If they think you are their age mates, okay, so they're already thinking they are deprived, life is fortunate for you, so you need to be encouraging them a lot. While you are their boss and you're talking to them about the work, you're supposed to be saying, how old is your child? The future of your child is bright. You need to encourage them. They'll be like, and they will feel and want to be around you the more. It stops being the business. If they think they're older than you, you need to acknowledge that. If you don't acknowledge that, in the leg, they will not deliver on the farm for you. You need to acknowledge that, yeah, you're older than me, okay? But there's wisdom in you that I need to prosper on this farm. So that way they know they are bringing value beyond their sweat. If you don't address that you are older than me, in their minds it will be, wow, my younger mates, if I had gone to school or if I did not face this challenge, we'll be at the same level. So
you have to make them feel along.
You have to make them feel along. And the younger ones, those ones, as in, I don't know how to say that in English. Those ones are on the fast track. So you must be able to play the music they listen to around them. They must be able to say, Oga Jasi, Oga understands. And you must be able to say, oh, you know what? If you're able to put 3 years into this business with the growth and map out the growth for them and say, at that time, you should be able to do this, you'll be able to afford this, based on this growth. So they want to see that growth and they want to climb that ladder. If you don't give them a ladder of progress that they can latch on, they will hurt your business by not paying attention because their attention span is low. So understanding this, I call it farm labor psychology. What I just said cost me too much money over the years. And it's just words, not money. So if you understand farm labor psychology, that's big for you, big deal for you, because these 3 things I just said can break your investments. Because if you plug with these people at that level, they were the ones that will tell you, Oga, this person said this yesterday. And so you are able to plan. So it's very important you pay attention to your farm labor psychology. I've not shared that ever on radio. But these are the secrets, okay, that makes things work. So temperament, like I said, your temperament should determine the value chain you go into. And when I say value chain, production, processing, marketing, logistics, like I said, HR, if you love to travel, don't do any production. If you love to travel, I like to travel. I like bush. And that's why I stopped my livestock. I was heavy in livestock. But I stopped my livestock because I like to travel. I want to explore. I want to see what's happening in Gombe. I want to be educated on what's happening in Katsina. And that's how I lived my life for almost 13 years, just traveling around the country, And that's how I developed relationships, And so when I'm talking about a cocktail of ideas, and that's where I sometimes have a challenge. Because when I'm advising you, it's a cocktail of what happened maybe 10, 15, 30 years ago. I mix it together to give you a dish. So if you are following that dish and you now hear something else and you follow it, you're your own. So, but bottom line is that we have different strengths.
Yeah.
I like media. I've leveraged radio for 20 straight years. Okay? And I like television because I like to speak to many. Okay, so these two platforms give me that opportunity to speak to many, which I leverage a lot. So whatever you like to do, bring it into agriculture. There's a space for you. And the beautiful thing that God has done is that we have not leveraged anything in this country so far. Gary from Benin Republic is still selling more than the ones in Nigeria. Okay, we still bring tomatoes from Burkina Faso, Ghana, Benin Republic, which I know about 5, Côte d'Ivoire. And when it gets to Mile 12, it's still the best premium, and it's the one that sell fast. So yeah, there's too much. Please, every time you hear somebody complain, look at how can you come in and understand that you cannot throw money at Agric problem. Like I always say, money is the least resource you need to succeed in agriculture. Money is if you come in with I have money, you are losing that money very fast. And losing Agric money is you won't find what you did with like 70% of the money, because they're all on recurring expenditures. So you buy diesel, they use it to run the tractor. You pay for the tractor service. You buy seed, you buy fertilizer, you buy fish, you buy feed. If that fish does not get to table size, you have lost the money. If something happens, and I've faced, anyway, I've faced a lot. When corn was supposed to be, at the point when corn was supposed to be coming out, that was when diesel finished in the country. And we could not find diesel. And 250 acres. I looked at it till it dried in my presence. So I've seen a bit to know that this line of business is very interesting, but you must be working with the right information. But money is the least resource, because in 2009, with 3 million running around for diesel and there was no diesel to be supplied, that was when I came up with that quote that money is the least resource you need to succeed in agriculture in Nigeria. And there's another thing I always say, that what is selling is different from what we sell. Focus on what will sell. It's always better to position for tomorrow. And I always say this also, when you hear tomatoes is expensive, it is already late for you to take advantage, because everybody is going to try. Just like this year, many people will go and plant cassava. There's nothing bad in planting cassava, but plant the cassava close to commercial processors, the people that have big companies, because when the prices drop, you'll be able to supply and be profitable. People are planning to plant corn this year. They will meet Waterloo there. Corn will sell this year, okay? But if you don't understand the dynamics, if your production site is too far from the market, Pashoni, I don't know how to say that in English, it's bigger than cane. So bottom line is, Agbado mata. I like to say it in Yoruba. Agbado mata. Agbado will sell. We spoke about corn also.
Agbado economy.
Yeah, Agbado economy. We went into that for 2.
Yeah, unleashing the potentials.
Because sanitary towels has corn. Most of the sweeteners, cough syrup has corn. Baby diapers has corn. Batteries have corn. 100% of the chewing gums, the sweeteners, have corn. Baby food has corn. Name it. Crayons is fully corn. Almost everything we use is corn. The custards that we take, it is corn starch. The matches, when you light the matches, what leads on it is corn. Everything, we underestimate corn in this country. But corn is everything. Every peel is over 70% of corn starch. Okay, so there are a lot of things we can do with corn that we have not explored. So we need to pay attention, to corn also. I think I'm talking too much.
Okay. Then speaking about corn, if a person now, I would just like to just buttress, you buttress on that point now. For an individual who might, be interested in corn production, let's say he or she wants to start corn production. Which category? Okay, I know that you mentioned that there are two types of corn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so which of them is better, much better to begin with or to start planting with?
Okay, so let me say there are two types of corn because I'm speaking to a broader audience now. So let me simplify it. You have the normal corn, which is the ones they sell by the roadsides in Nigeria here. A majority of it is the normal corn. You also have the sweet corn. The sweet corn is sugar sweet. You see that thing that they package for us in can that we used to fried rice and jollof. 99.9% is chaff.
Chaff.
Yes, in terms of the quality is gone. If you eat the fresh sweet corn, it is sugar sweet. Okay, I won't go into some details because I'm on national radio. Okay, but bottom line is that those sweet corn, it comes in more expensive. Let me paint that picture. The seeds to plant 15 plots of land now is about 54,000 naira. In that range, maybe 400 to 540,000 naira.
Okay.
But the ones you would use, the ones by the roadside, you will find that at most 100. It's not even up to 100 now. It's like 50 to 70, depending on when they brought it in. When the dollar was 117. Okay. So, but bottom line is you have other types of corn also. You have the vitamin A corn. That's the orange-like corn that is deep yellow. That's vitamin A corn. It's good for your eyes, your ear, and co. So when you see deep orange corn, buy it. It's better for you.
Deep orange.
Okay. You have the QPM, quality protein maize. That quality protein maize is lysine, tryptophan, and protein. Okay. And many of us, if you go and do tests now, maybe I should bring them. You share it on national radio. I was diagnosed of having low lysine and tryptophan, which are essential amino acids, just about 2 months ago. And most of it, you find it in eggs. Lysine and tryptophan is added to eggs, the feed of animals. So many of us have that low deficiency in it. We are running, we are jumping, but the essential amino, when it shows up, error code. Okay, so, but bottom line is, do you have those type of corn? But the QPM for somebody in livestock, the QPM allows, as a quality protein maize, allows your livestock to get to maturity about 2 weeks ahead of time. So it reduces, when you feed the animals that is meant for flesh, when you feed it at a tender age, they develop faster because of the essential amino acids in the lysine, tryptophan, and protein. That there's about, every corn is corn. We just eat everything. And now we need to, this is an idea for someone.
Okay.
Now we need to begin to separate, to say, I'm selling QPM. So people in livestock who are not producing for eggs, like chicken, who are producing for flesh, the turkeys and co, can buy that. The vitamin A maize, okay, which is, high in vitamin A, the orange flesh also, you buy. Because all these things are supplements that are artificially put in feed. So we need, corn is not corn. They're producing what is called zinc corn. We don't have it in Nigeria now, where zinc is in the corn. But bottom line is that, agbado economy is huge. We can leverage. And you just find out, for now, corn is corn. Except it's sweet corn. It's the price of the seed that we know that is sweet corn. Because the money is sweet, but it has a bigger market, So corn is available, and we've not even added value to corn at all. It's called just either it goes for feed or we eat. But one thing I would want us also to pay attention to, based on international data that I saw, and my good friend Jide Ogusanwo, the channel analyst, I'd given this data that in Nigeria, we give birth to babies every day. 20,000 babies are given birth to every day. 20,000. So during these holidays, there are likely to be more babies
Yes,
because the holiday is so long. They're laughing. Yeah, because the holiday is so long. So what that means that agbado matter any time of the day. Corn will sell because when they are winning the children, it's ogi.
Yeah.
And
Pap.
today's with the price of baby food, ogi will be more delicious to the children. So corn will sell. And so the demand is going to be high, but productivity is very crucial, which is ensuring that you get the best yield from the farm. But fresh corn is good business. I do more fresh corn than dry,
Okay.
because fresh corn, does well. Yeah, so in the course of, I'm going to give out two of my evergreen CDs, How to Invest in Nigeria's Agriculture, Insider Secrets to Creating Alternative Income. This is an evergreen for me, as in this is one of the products people buy a lot. I've not offered it in a while, but I'm giving it out to two callers today. It's a 6 CD pack, audio CD. You can listen to it in the car, but it's something that 150,000 of yours will not get that information because these are hidden secrets. And this is where I first spoke about 7 reasons why businesses fail and how to avoid the pitfalls, So this is an arsenal, a vault for me. I'm giving out to 2 callers who ask any question. Yeah.
Okay, so the ball is in their courts right now. All right, so please call in, ask your questions. African Farmer Mogaji is right here, and of course, for any question you ask, we just need just 2 callers. Of course, you will be given this priceless gifts, on how to invest in Nigeria's agriculture. 0809-912-0777. Hello, good morning. What's your name?
So, my day is fine. Hi, yours.
Very good.
And shout out to African Farmer.
Thank you, sir.
Your name?
I've listened to you a couple of times in between, but now I'm glad that I didn't even know he has been running for 13 weeks. But straight to the question. You said that extroverts delve into the marketing aspect of Agric value chain. That's all they can do, because I know I'm an extrovert and I know I'm interested in Agric now. And of course, I believe I will get my CD.
Yes, you will get the CD. What's the name, sir?
Your name, please.
Hello?
Your name?
My name is Yomi.
Yomi.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So extroverts.
Do I listen to the radio?
Sorry?
Do I listen to the radio about extroverts, whether it's only in the marketing side?
No. So
or the other opportunity?
Yes. So extroverts can partner with other temperaments because most producers have marketing problems. That's why we don't have food in the country. Okay? Most producers, so you have them produce, but they don't have marketing problems. Most people who want to retire go into production. They have marketing problem. They have distribution problems. So I'll call it marketing and distribution, and even sales, because marketing is creating awareness. Okay, sales is you are exchanging value for money, and distribution. And there are basically also 2 types of distribution. Coming from another state to the state where you operate, or within interstate. So partnering is very crucial. So you are not carrying a burden, you're not sitting down, because any of other value chains you are involved in requires a measure of sitting. And once, especially if it's production, once your staff who are not God-fearing know that Oga will not sit down, Oga is marrying, forget, you are through with that business, just a matter of time. So production is not meant for people who are extroverts, except they are partnering with people who have other temperaments that can manage production. So it's basically production, pre-production, selling of one thing or the other, or facilitating, or just linking with your phones, because extroverts are very swift with phones, chatting. So you can chat and create awareness to say, oh, this is available. You just broker deals, and that way you are making money while you are doing what you like. Very crucial. But you've won yourself, Yomi, how to invest in Nigeria's Agric. Insider secrets to creating alternative source of income.
Okay, we have like 5 more minutes. I can spare one more call before we take our leave. 0915-387-7127 was that lucky person. 0915-387-7127 is the studio line to call to ask your question. Right? You can also use 0809-912-0777. 0809-912-0777. 3 sevens.
Okay. So I'll share a story of coaching.
Okay.
That's where a lot of people miss it now. I'll be pushing something out, doing a program on how people can apply for grants. When the economy is tough like it is.
Okay, there's a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Yeah, please.
Your name?
Yeah. Please, want to ask
A question. Your name first. Your name. Your name. Your name. Your name.
My
Your
name
name.
is Umwana.
Again?
Umwana Friday.
Friday.
Umwana.
Umana Friday. Okay.
Yes. Umwana, I'm calling from Oba.
All right.
Okay.
Go on, please.
Is it the cooked corn that is more richer than the roasted one? I want to know.
No, there's no difference. It's preference, it's the taste, it's what you like. But there's no difference if roasted or boiled. It's personal preference.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Yes, so as I was saying, coaching is very crucial. During one of the government's grants that they give years back, you know, a protege of mine approached me and wrote a proposal for 25 acres. So I told the person, because it was close to election, and I said, what if they don't release the second batch? He said, they'll release it. I said, plant 10 out of the 15. And when they come, I told her what to do and co. At the end of the day, they did not release the second batch.
Wow.
And she was able to still complete 10. She would have lost 25. So bottom line coaching is crucial. You know, we're having this event around how to access grants.
Okay.
There are quite a lot of them now in $4 domination, but I'll leave more information. I can be reached on 0809 7222. 0809 7222. Till next week, I'm African farmer, Mogaji.
All right, and my name is Ririlolua Shiwabiodo. A million thanks goes to Delia Gadumo and to our executive producer, Tayo Akonli. Good morning.